So at one point, Germany was basically fighting a three-front war. I'm not comparing the two, but
Whoa.
but they are using the same strategy.
Good, good, good.
No, 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 no. Wait. Wait.
Let's talk about what will happen in the case of Brett Favre versus Pat McAfee Shed White. Before we do, I have one question relating to this motion for dismissal by Brett or removal. Did Brett try to remove himself from this case so then he can pursue the next case we're going to talk about, which is the Pat McAfee show, Pat McAfee, Shannon Sharpe, and Shed White? Is that the reason why they tried to remove him so that he has a strong case for that one? Is this a setup? Like a layup?
I don't think. I think they wanted to do it either way, so they would have done it either way. But it would have definitely helped his cases against Shannon Sharpe, Pat McAfee, and Shed White, respectively, if the judge had granted his motion to remove him from the Mississippi case. But I believe that he would have tried it either way because his claim is that he is innocent, right? So, yeah.
I don't have any I didn't do it audio bites, so it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I only have
I've seen him do it.
I don't have I didn't do it, but anyway.
But there's another thing that plays a role, and we learned that in the Second World War.
Going back to the time.
Well, it's a legal strategy. Well, I'm talking about war, so I don't know if that sound clip was the right one to play. But Germany was Germany after the First World War. Germany was basically
down and out,
reduced to nothing.
They were down and out.
And a lot of governments found, and some people even found that they went too far. So when gradually the Hitler's party was gaining popularity,
Whoa.
and
Hitler,
Hitler,
the name is the name censorized? Censored?
I don't know, but as he was getting popularity, I'd rather use his name than his party's name. But
let's call him anyway. Let's continue.
So Adolf.
Adolf, yes, Adolf.
So as Adolf was gaining popularity, and he started to gradually test how far he could go, and he started growing, and he assembled a small army because I believe that they weren't allowed to have an army. But he said it's a small army for protection against other countries, because every country under international law, I don't know if it was like that under international law back then as such, but it is now. But logically speaking, he would say, yeah, I need to be able to protect my country. I don't need it to attack, but I needed to protect my country.
Protect your border.
Yeah. But after that, he was growing, and he said, okay, let's test it out a bit more. And he moved, he emptied up. He went to, I don't know if it was Alsace-Lotharing that he first acquired, but he first acquired a part of another country that used to belong to Germany. And people were like, yeah, okay. But then he gradually started to
protect our borders.
We are
moving our borders.
Yeah. So he was saying, it belonged to Germany. They took it away. And so he gradually expanded, but he was expanding to the east. So the countries in the west was looking at it you had France, you had England, you had the USA. They were looking at it and they were like, okay, yeah, they're not on. And he said, no, guys, I promise I won't attack you. And he was just fighting.
You don't
on-
find that suspicious?
yeah, he was
You don't
fighting
find that suspicious?
on one border. So the border he was fighting he was fighting a one front war, and he could only focus on one side. What he did afterwards was he decided to go and start another war on this side. He started a two front war. That meant that he had to divide his army. And of course, at the end, when the Allied forces came, they came from the south and invaded through or attacked him through from Italy.
Normandy.
Yeah, from France and came let's say up. So at one point, at the end, Germany was basically fighting a three front war. What I meant to say is this. I'm not comparing the two, but
Whoa.
but they are using the same strategy.
Oh my
but
God.
but they are
Yo, this is
all I'm saying is they are
all,
I'm saying Brad would have been better off to focus first
only
on
on one
the
and then the other.
Mississippi case and afterwards go and start a case against Pat, because why is it was not smart of him to initiate three separate cases while being a defendant in another case.
That
It doesn't
couldn't be
make
well.
sense.
Yeah.
Because now strategy wise they need to, let's say if they want to do something just like a two front war, you want to move a unit to the Western Front. But hey, that would mean that the Eastern Front would be affected. It's the same principle here. Now, let's say when they're writing an argument in the Mississippi case, they need to keep in mind that let's say, for example, they might want to not use certain arguments in the Mississippi case, because by using them in the Mississippi case, Mississippi welfare case, by using it, they might negatively affect themselves, or he might negatively affect himself and his chances in the other three cases against Pat McAfee, Shannon Sharpe, and Chet White. So it wasn't a smart decision to begin with.
But it doesn't surprise me if you look at the lawyer he has as a,
Yeah, that's a crazy. The lawyer,
those three cases,
the lawyer took it personal.
trying to talk about swing people into bankruptcy. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild, man. It's kind of wild.